Alright, so I just brought a girl over. We had a little fun. And before I could even have some more fun with her, because I'm not really a 2-minute guy, I really just sat there and thought to myself that I'm not even finished yet. I'm genuinely not even in a position where it's like I'm done. I'm just done. And I'm now thinking to myself like, okay, like, what do I do? Do I just sit there and just finish myself? Because it's 8 o'clock. All the gyms are closed. And I'm generally just sitting here thinking to myself like, what do I do now? And ladies and gentlemen, it's 8 o'clock. I'm not even nearly as finished as I should be. I have all this pent up energy. Guess what I'm about to do? Just guess. Alright, so I just finished running like about maybe a mile and a half. And right now I'm doing just some calisthenics, and I really just want to make up this video to a point of just like, you don't necessarily need to do any of these things when it comes to like semen retention or like mass. None of this really matters. Semen retention, nofap, I generally don't think these things affect your life. What I do think it's that when you do feel this way, especially as a man, I can't speak for women because I'm generally just not one, but when you do feel that built up energy or that built up urge to just do something, I think as a man you have to transmutate that energy. And I'm starting to realize, while I've been doing semen retention, while I've been doing nofap for the past month and a half, maybe 2-3 months now, I've realized that my life necessarily has not changed that much. If anything, I feel like I've been less focused because I just been more horny. And for the fact of the matter is, I'm starting to realize that even on days where I used to masturbate or like I used to just like jerk off 2-3 times a day, I used to genuinely just still go to the gym, go to work on my business. I would generally still do the tasks that I know that will move the needle forward. And I think this just goes against the point of like, if you're someone where you understand that all these activities, all this built pent up energy is like withholding you from your purpose, that's when I say you need to stop. But arguably, I'll say that having these urges is actually a pretty normal thing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with the fact that yes, having these urges is a pretty normal thing. You're gonna feel like you just wanna like shout at the universe because you just feel like you just have to do something about it. But truthfully, I just say that it just comes down to how do you transmutate that energy. Are you gonna use that energy to take every single task and work towards your purpose, or are you just gonna sit there and be lazy? I know some people right now where it's like they masturbate, go home and just watch TV all day. Me, I could honestly say I could do that. It doesn't matter what it may be. I could masturbate, fuck a girl. It doesn't matter what the task may be. I will still continue doing my work irregardless. And I really want to get that through to y'all because I really just exercised for almost a whole hour. And granted, I feel like I would have done this anyway. I wouldn't have done it to this extent. And maybe that could be another argument. It could be the argument between like nofap and semen retention is that extra 2 to 5% of how you work out. Okay, that could be a good argument. But I generally do think if you have this mindset of I gotta get these tasks done regardless of what I do, regardless of if my energy is low or high, I gotta get these tasks done, you're going to realize that none of these things like semen retention and masturbation really makes a difference. It's just a matter of understanding that I have to get these tasks done. I have to work out today. I have to make 100 cold posts today. I have to drop a YouTube video, edit it, and post it. I have to work on these things day to day. And this is what I always say, systems will always outcompete your willpower. And that's really what it comes down to. I really do think that, I don't necessarily think that masturbation, like semen retention and nofap, affects anyone's life that bad. Only to the people where it really affects them on an energy level. Where it really affects them where it's like, okay, they have to stop because it just consumes their life. Other than that, to me, it's kind of just like, you're just going to have more energy to get shit done. And that's what it really just comes down to. So, let me know what y'all think.